morning, everybody. My name is Mel. I am with my beautiful husband, Adine.
Hey, good morning, folks.
And we are currently on our way to the Goodwill outlet, also known as the Bins. This is our second time going. It's Friday morning. Let's see what we can find.
I'm just hoping we find one Polly Pocket today. That's what I'm going to be looking for. To redeem the lost Polly Pocket.
Destination is on your right.
There it is.
3055 Prairie Street Southwest. Arrived.
Indeed.
Name one thing you wish you will find today.
Polly Pocket.
Oh.
Or Magnolite.
It's nice. It feels like it's 32 degrees out. Definitely feels like it's freezing. So the nice thing is, if you show up nice and early, you don't have to worry about the line, because last time we were here, there was a line literally up to where I'm standing now. So let's see what we can find today. Maybe we'll see some of the regulars.
You wouldn't know it if we did.
It's funny, we found these same exact ones last time, but I have to untangle all this. And it looks like there's even a nunchuck in there. And then found this little puffer jacket. This is a LL Beam. And found this all-clad, which when cleaned up should be a pretty good seller. And I plugged it in and it works. Right now we're just going through what we kind of grabbed quickly, and then we're separating into this tote or this bin. There's that all-clad that's good. There's a toy, I think, for Jess.
Yep.
And then some of those Skylander pads, and Mona found that Dickies uniform. So pretty decent start. We just got started, so we're gonna keep digging. Yeah, this is the first thing that I picked up was this all-clad. This is a waffle maker, and I'm not really sure what the comps are. I'll pop them up on the screen here. But we sold a larger one for $150. It needs a good cleaning. And then Mona found this awesome Dickies full body bib work thing. Really good condition. This LL Beam puffer. Some like random little piece of clothing, nothing too crazy. I think you said you could get about 40 for this piece.
Yeah, got that 90s flair.
Yeah. I think brunch and more thrifting.
Yeah.
I don't know, not the, no real jackpots, a couple of decent pieces, but it was like $33, which isn't too bad. So that Dickies, what is that thing called?
Coverall, maybe?
Coverall?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's what I would call it.
So that thing will probably pay for everything. The all-clad is a pretty good one.
Sure.
The iCook is a good one.
Right. So I feel like those three pieces, maybe that jacket, are the best things
Yeah.
we picked up today. And again, we were only here for about 2 hours. We kind of, that's kind of our limit so far. That's about how long we were here last time, and it just gets drawn out. Maybe if they change the carts, they seem to not change the old ones out very often. So you're just kind of standing around waiting for more stuff, and it's not efficient.
Yeah, it's not efficient, it's slow, and I think, yeah, like you think you said it well. We just reached our limit. It's like, how many, like, I don't want to stand here all day.
They don't want you eating there, hungry.
So we're gonna get some food and probably hit up a couple thrift stores and make it a nice sourcing day. Stay tuned. So neither of us have been to this one before. I don't know if it's new or what, but let's check it out. And just scored a really good Facebook Marketplace deal, so I'll show you that. So we'll do a quick round of what we found when we get home. On Facebook Marketplace, I found a posting for Magnolite roasters, and she actually has 2 of them. So let's go pick those up. We made a deal for $115, and I'll show you why we paid up for them.
So that beauty in the back is what we just picked up. Plus another one we'll show you when we stop the car.
Yeah, I think that'll conclude today's thrifting adventures. We'll get some lunch, go home, and we'll just do a quick overview of what we picked up, what we think it's worth, and we'll go from there. So see you when we get home. Okay, so we made it back home. We're just gonna go through real quick and show you what we picked up today. yeah, hopefully you find some value in this, of course, and some excitement. We'll go with the heavy hitter first. This is a really rare piece to find. I sniped this off of Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, and I didn't search for it, but because I've searched for similar items, it just pops up because it learns, you know, what you're searching for. So there's two pieces. There's this extra large piece, and then there's a small piece, and they
Both with the trivets.
Yep, they both have the trivets, and they're like, you're gonna see with older cookware, it's gonna have some staining on the inside. That's perfectly normal, but this thing is huge. I don't know the quart size of this one, but we've sold similar size, and I know that this big one, is gonna go for about 200, 225 shipped, especially because it's such good condition.
Really good condition, so shiny.
And then this small one will go for about 125, 150 free shipping. And you know, these together or individually, this will ship for like 15, 20 max. This will ship for like 40 max, depends on where it's going. So I picked both of them up for $115. She had them listed. God, that's an awful noise. She had them listed for 75 and 50, and so I got $10 off for buying both of them. And the funny thing is, like, she's like, I looked on eBay and they are going for a lot of money, and I'm just thinking, like, why did you ask for so little? And I'm so glad you did, because they're going back on eBay.
Right.
So super happy. Magnolite, definitely a bolo. If you watch our pots and pans video, I'll link that down below. We talk about that brand there too.
Especially these roaster pots too. These particularly do very well.
Yes, they do. This is your coffee, by the way.
Oh.
Mine's.
But this one's delicious.
Yeah, I know. That's my coffee.
So we're gonna go over what we found at the bins today. Definitely a smaller haul than the last bins trip we had. We're all right with that. We were only there for about 2 hours. And for us, it just really isn't worth our time to sit there and wait. It was taking them a very long time to bring new hard good carts out,
Yeah.
and clothing carts for that matter. So we just felt the time was better served doing other things.
Yep.
But in the 2 hours, we'll go over what we found. We still found some goodies.
Yeah, I mean, we ate tacos. Eating tacos is much better than being at the bins.
So this was one of the last things we found. We were on our way, walking around to the checkout, and we had already gone through these bins, so we're not sure what happened. Like, somebody must have had them in their cart and decided they didn't want them.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Because I went through that specific section myself and I did not see it. I would have definitely picked it up.
Yeah, and I stopped because I saw these nice rollerblades, which had they been in better condition would have actually been worth a lot. But as they were, we left them. But this was also in that bin, so good thing that those caught my eye. This is one of those Amway iCook pots, and there's not a lot pre-owned on the market on eBay. Most of the ones on there right now are ours, but because it's Amway, it's a brand that resells really high.
Yeah.
So we're thinking probably between 60 and 80 just for this pan. This handle is damaged, so we think there is replacement handles listed on eBay. So we think we're just going to get a new handle to up the value because they're like $6. And then we also found the lid for it as well.
Yeah, and the iCook brand is a division of Amway, and I don't know, I'm gonna try to get this as close as possible to the camera because it's just hard to see it. But that's the brand. We didn't know. If you watched a couple of videos ago, we talked about how we found out that that's a division of it. And this handle, like once you've seen this type of handle, it's definitely an Amway one. So just definitely a bolo for you guys.
Yes. We found another lid too.
Yeah, we found this lid, and I think Mona said the comps for just this lid. Again, there's that handle type. It's just about $30 shipped for just this piece, so it's worth about $20 plus shipping, you know, roughly. So not bad for, you know, it's $1.29 per pound at our local bins outlet.
Yep. And one tip, if you haven't been to the bins that I've been picking up on, is if you find one of something that could be of value, if you find the other piece, hang on to it, because there's a very good chance that a bin down the next way, or even in that same bin under it, you might find that missing piece.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad was there as well this morning. He ended up finding a like $130 Singer sewing machine, but it didn't have the power cord or the pedal. And then the bin down, he ended up finding both for the complete set. So that was a win. This is literally the first thing that I found, and we've talked about this brand before. It's All-Clad. I plugged it in and it works, which is awesome. It needs to be cleaned. If I haven't already on this video popped up the comps, I will. I didn't look it up, but I know we sold a larger version of this waffle maker before for 150 shipped. So I think this is worth, without looking it up, between 50 and 80 with free shipping. And something like this is like, you know, 12 bucks to ship out depending on where it's going. So
$2 at our bins.
yeah, not bad at all.
I found an All-Clad pan, but it was just too far gone.
Yeah. While we're still talking about pots and pans, this is just a simple rearwear lid. So what we do is we buy them, and then when we find matching pieces, we match them. And we went to the thrift store, we went to a Goodwill, then we went to the Facebook Marketplace pickup. And at that Goodwill, we did find a rearwear. This lid might actually fit it, so we'll see. And then I actually asked Mona, like, well, what about the condition? It's kind of tarnished, and her answer was brilliant. It's like, well, would you have slightly tarnishing on the lid or no lid? And I think having a lid is much better. So we picked it up, you know, pennies into it.
So this is a puffer jacket. It is a LL Bean. I would say like a mid-tier brand. Adine pulled this out. It's in pretty good condition. There's no major stains, there's no major rips, no major tears, anything like that. I think there was like one small spot that we're gonna spot clean. And we wash all our clothes from the bins anyway. So it's also a size large. And I think this should go for maybe like 35, 40 range. Yeah. And again, pennies into it, so if it sells for a little bit less, that's all right.
I just wanted to take a minute to answer of your question. So this was left in one of our videos from
Juanita.
Okay, Juanita Johnson. She asks, can you please give us an idea of how this all works from getting the packages out of your house and into the post office? Do you have a cart of your own, or do you use a cart from the PO? Once you are there, I'm trying to imagine doing this at my local post office and can already see the dirty looks from other customers. Are you able to load up a cart to get inside the post office and tell the agent that you have a cartload, or do you have a PO? So on and so forth. So basically, when we have these big, like when we have weekend sales, we just load them all up and we take them into the post office. Some of our post offices, we have 3 that we frequently use. The downtown one has a cart right there by the desk. So you just take your stuff there, you put it in, you walk out. Another location has the same setup. They just have a cart, you just walk in the window, or they tell you where to put it and then they'll deal with it. And you just literally walk by everyone. You smile and you wave if you want to, but you're gonna get a lot of dirty looks because you're skipping a line, but that's because you're intelligent enough to get your labels ahead of time, and that's your reward for doing that ahead of time. You don't have to wait in line.
Yeah, they're waiting for the labels. That's what the line is for them to weigh it and give you a label. We've already done that work. Right. And I feel like we save them a little, the post office work.
Oh, of course we do, yeah. The other option is getting it picked up from your house. You can do that. You can go to USPS.com depending on the area that you live. And once you set it up, you can just set it up for the entire calendar year, and you can say, hey, it's 5 packages a day. Sometimes you have 15, sometimes you have 3. They don't really care. We did that before Christmas, and then the pandemic happened and people were sick, and we had a couple of times where they missed the pickup. So we decided, hey, we can't afford that, so we're gonna go ahead and bring them in. So I think this is relatively soon here, we're gonna switch back to having them pick up because it's really convenient.
It's much more convenient.
Yeah. So anyways, I hope that helps whoever, Juanita and anyone else who had that similar question. All right, let's go back to it.
Back to the goods. So I found. Ooh.
It's a big one.
It's a big one. So this is a Dickies. It's definitely a work. I would say coverall. If somebody has a better term for that, please let me know. That's how I would describe it. But it's the full suit. It's in awesome condition. Zippers, pockets, the whole works. And this rolled out on a new cart. And usually people are standing where the carts are gonna go before they roll out. So you just sort of pick a spot and hope they roll something worthwhile your way. And this rolled right in front of me, but there was another lady right next to me. And so we were both just waiting, and it was like, go, and I was just like, grabbed it really fast.
Oh, yeah, you have to. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what this is worth. I'll pop up the comps for it. It's a nice piece. I mean, no major damage to it. Just needs a quick wash and off it goes. It makes you wonder how something as valuable as this ends up at the outlet. You know, it's kind of wild. But hey, we got it.
I also picked this one up. I was drawn to it because it reminded me of like my classmates in the 90s. I was like, this is just a very 90s feel, which is a good trend right now, and I'm here for that for sure. It's in awesome condition. It's not like a name brand or anything. It's gear for sports, but I looked it up, and the sell-through rate was about 30 to 50%. I can't remember off the top of my head now, and selling for about between $35 to $45. So we picked it up. Excited to see what it goes for. We'll pop some comps up here for you. This Dragon Ball Z, I mean, this in and of itself is like maybe 15 bucks. If there was a whole set of them, they actually sell pretty high. These are those old Burger King toys, and it's Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, it'll be first class shipping
for pennies,
and it's not going to take up a lot of inventory space.
And when you looked it up, you mean $50 free shipping, right?
Right, that includes,
So it's worth about $12 plus $3 shipping if you know, just to clear if there's any confusion. Oh yeah, we have all these little pieces. So Mona found a bunch of stuff like, how do you even call that? Like bunched together, tangled?
So yeah, tangled is the best word for it. I saw these, which I knew we had sold before and that they had value.
Yeah.
And then when I went to go pick them up, they were just attached to every
like
cord
rope
in
and
the whole
yarn.
bin. So I'm sitting there. At first I was like, well, can I get these out? And then I just decided, because then I saw this nunchuck in there as well for the Wii. And then there's like this phone hanging off the end. I mean, it was just a mess. So I just like, I imagine somebody must have been watching me. It was probably hilarious because I was just like grabbing all the cords. I just dump it in and I was like, I'll deal with this later.
I had the pleasure of dealing with it. Which was fine. It wasn't that bad. So it's a Nintendo Wii sensor bar. I don't know what these go for individually, but we flip a lot of video game stuff, so we'll hang on to it. The nunchuck, and then these are for Skylander, if you're not familiar. I know off the top of my head, this one is worth like 20 to 25 bucks free ship, and then these are like worth 10 or 15. But we can bundle them up in pairs, so not bad for, you know, maybe $1 a piece roughly. Oh, you want to show them these? These are pretty sweet.
Yeah, so I was
forgetting about them.
I was kind of, him and his dad were talking and going through stuff, and I just was kind of like bored.
Meandering.
Yeah, so I just decided to meander. Again, they hadn't wheeled new carts out, but I was like, well, I haven't sifted through these over here. And at that point, my goal was to sift at the bottom to try to find Polly Pockets. So
no Polly Pockets.
That's what I was doing. But I did see these glasses, and there's a lot of loose glasses in the bins, but these had this really cool design on them, so I just picked them up and I looked them over, and they're actually Versace. So I thought that was a win. I'll have to check comps. There's no major scratches, and I'm assuming someone's going to replace the lens anyway, even if there were.
Yeah, I was going to say, are they prescription? Yep, they're prescription.
Yeah, so they would just really be for the frames, obviously. And they didn't have this. I just picked this up out of the bins too to further protect them.
Yeah.
And I think that they might sell anywhere from 50 to 100. It's kind of a broad range, but I didn't do a huge amount of research while I was there.
Yeah, and they say Versace right in there. I'm not sure if this is going to show up at all, but if it doesn't, I'll just edit it out, I guess. But it says Versace right on the inside, and it's a pretty slick design. And yeah, really nice condition. So
yeah, they look sharp. So
nice find. I think that's pretty much it from the bins. Then we did go through Goodwill real quick. So we found a pair of Express jeans. We talked about Express before. We are working on a jeans video that's going to be up probably next week. This is just a pair of Express Rocco. They're distressed. There is some hem wear, but that's okay. It's that kind of like, you know, distressed look. I expect about $35 free shipping on these. So again, that's about $28 plus shipping roughly. As far as value, we paid $5. That's pretty easy money for us. Mona found these overalls. You want to tell them about these?
Yeah, they're 90s again.
Yeah, the Volt.
Yeah.
Sounds like a 90s brand.
Yeah, well, I just saw that they were overalls, and I'll look up any overalls because I personally like them, and I owned a pair, and they depending on the brand, they can be pretty on trend at the moment as well, and they just have this really cool racing stripe. Looked them up, and they are sold as like 90s brand Revolt, and the comps are running from like $40 to $60. So, and again, $5, and they're in awesome, excellent condition as well.
This is another Vince find. So I know Victoria's Secret Pink does pretty well. I mean, again, when you have pennies into it, this is a quick like $25 maybe, like $30 shipped. They have this like pink hit on the bottom. They're just yoga pants. They're pretty straightforward, but again, not bad for maybe 30 cents.
Yeah, and they're comfy, cozy, stretchy. That's still in at the moment.
We did find some shoes. I don't know where the other ones are.
I have them.
Okay. So we found 3 pairs of shoes today. Mona found these Timberland. These are just classic men's leather, shoes. They're excellent treads on the bottom. Again, when you're looking at shoes, just look over the condition really carefully, bend them. They just need a little bit of leather lotion. I don't know what these will go for. Probably.
There's like one spot that needs a bit of polish,
okay.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, this little spot here, but it's hard to see. They're probably like $40 shipped, just loosely guessing. We've sold Timberland before. It's a really good brand to resell.
Yeah, and then we also found these 2 pair of Nike Huarache?
I don't even know. I always want to say hurricane, but it's not. It's Huarache. Huarache?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure, but you can tell them when you see them. They have these like bands around the back. They're a pretty distinct style once you sell them. And we've sold them before. They were a quick flip, and they sell for a medium amount of money. I think between about 40 to 60.
Yeah,
that's probably a good range.
Yep.
And these are the same size, so I'm sure they were probably the same collection.
Yep.
They do need a little bit of cleaning, but that's all right.
Yeah, they're easily, like if we were to list these for 40 shipped, they'll be gone within a couple of days. So we just have to do a little bit of cleanup. Again, they're just, these odd, like, if I'm being offensive, I apologize, but these are odd looking shoes to me. But anytime you see these like odd, bulky, weird, whatever, trendy, stylish, look them up because, just look them up because you'll find out that they're desirable.
Yeah, so we got some. Yeah, we found some vintage sweaters. I like these. They sell well for us on Etsy, and I just am a sucker for men's vintage sweaters. I think they're cool. They're all made in USA except for this one. I looked this one up. This one is made in Italy, actually.
This is a nice one.
Yeah, so there's comps on that, like 50% sell-through rate for like 40-ish bucks.
Nice.
Yeah. And this one's got just detractor, extra large. It's not a John Deere. If it was printed John Deere, it would probably be worth more. But as it is, we generally list these about $40.
Yeah, and like Mona said, Etsy is a good place for these, especially these vintage ones. And we sell them for 40 a piece. I think we've sold most of the ones that we've ever listed. So
yeah,
just simple design, definitely vintage, definitely in, easy. One more sweater.
Yep.
Again, just look at the tags. If you see that they're made in USA, it's definitely something you want to look up and kind of know the value. This one says Alaska on it, which is kind of cool. A little print or a little stitch.
Oh, I didn't even see that actually.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right.
And let's see what else is in here.
This is the Revere wear. I think that was.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Let's find
is
out.
it too big?
I think it's gonna be too big.
It's too big.
That's all right. We'll find one that size.
Yeah, just a quick Revere wear. This is the copper bottom, of course. We can polish it up. $3 by itself. It's probably only worth about 20, but we'll lot them up with other small ones or wait until we find a lid. Another pair of jeans. This is just a pair of silver. We've sold silver many times. This is the Francis.
Yes. So I looked up that style specifically because we do have some silver ACO that we've had for a bit. So the Francis 18-inch seems to be pretty popular in silver, so it was a good pickup.
So 2 more pair of jeans. This one is just a huge size. It's 50 by 30. It's that Wrangler Riggs. It's a Carpenter Yeah, it's a carpenter jean, just a big size, excellent condition. About 35-40 shipped for them is what we should be able to get.
It's really random. We have found these rigs now, like a pair
I know.
every week since we found them the first time.
It's like the law of average, I guess. I don't even know. And then is there another pair of jeans somewhere? So one more pair of jeans. These are Tommy Hilfiger. I really enjoy finding the ones where they have this old emblem on them, and these are like, as in my opinion, as 90s as they come, because you look at that like crotch circle area, the stitching on the side, these like super deep. I mean, are they real pockets? Yeah, they're super deep pockets on them. Anyways, probably just guessing, they're probably like $35-40 shipped. Again, not bad for 40, not bad for $5. Decent size on them. So definitely look out for old Tommy Hilfiger stuff. There's definitely a market for them.
And then this is just a little bit of activewear. There's some Nike dry fits. These just have a really cool color pattern. They're in great condition. They're a size large.
What do you think they're worth?
We'll probably throw those up for around 30-ish.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And then this is a ThermaFit, which means it's warmer fleece lined on the inside, and it's just a really awesome colorway. It's bright colors, great brand, excellent condition, smaller size, but I think it'll still sell relatively quickly.
Yeah, it's a nice piece.
Yeah, and then the last activewear was this Prana. Prana, I think we have sold all the Prana we have ever bought, and it sells generally very quickly for us. And by very quickly for clothes, I would say within a couple weeks.
Yeah.
We usually clear it. So, and this is just a nice, soft, light purple, pretty hooded, I don't know, lounge shirt, I suppose you would say.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, we had another kind of a massive score I'll show you in a second. So yesterday, so this video will be out today, which is Saturday.
Today's Friday.
Today's Friday. That's what happens when you take a day off. So this video will be up tonight, which is Friday. Yesterday we had Rally Roots on, and our friend Dominic. If you joined that live, we had a lot of fun with those guys.
Yeah.
It's up now if you want to watch the replay. But we made a deal. So we bought a $1,000 mystery box from Rally Roots, which was awesome. Then we made a deal trading some of those shirts for VCR DVD combo units with Dominic. So.
Yeah, so his handle is Thrift on Instagram. He's not on YouTube, but he knows a lot about vintage. So very cool dude as well. So go give him a follow. He was formerly Michigan Thrifts, but now he is Thrifts.
Yeah. So I'll pen over all those VCR DVD combo units real quick, and then we'll sign off. So we traded him 3 t-shirts for all of these. As silly as that sounds, but those t-shirts that we traded him are all really high value shirts. They're valued about $100 a piece, and we figured a rough value of this will be about, you know, it was a weird negotiation. I won't drag it out. But yeah, so we have a good amount of inventory here in DVD VCR combo units. All right.
So that's going to do it for this haul video. We'll have a what sold video showing what actually sold for us this weekend coming out in a couple days.
Until then, thank you so much for tuning in. See ya.
Take care.